Yeah, what's good, y'all? We got our Week 5 matchup versus Shiny Squirtle and the Flo Klefkis. And I just want to quickly say before I get into the match, I decided last minute to go with Metacham over Floatzel because I just looked. I didn't have any wall breakers because I used Curum as a scarf this week, and I did the calcs, and Fake Out did 50 to Zoroark, and Zoroark is the only reason I decided to bring Floatzel, so they can have Aqua Jet so we can get swept by +2 bullet, by +2 sucker. So I decided, you know, since Metacham does 50 with Fake Out, and the only way he breaks my team is if he brings Life Orb plus Rocks, I can get it down to 50 pretty quick with just playing around it. So I decided to go with Mega Medi over the Floatzel. So you look at his team, you go Tapu Lele, Hitmontop, Toxapex, Porygon, 2, Crobat, and Garchomp. So I predicted 5 out of the 6. I didn't see Toxapex. I mean, I didn't see Hitmontop coming. I had Zoroark in that spot, but it doesn't matter. So I decided to lead off with my boy, that other boy. So that actually really works out, just in case his Garchomp was Rocks. I scare him out, and he's gonna go into Toxapex, and I'm about to trap that ass. So, the same as last week, plan going off very well to start. I click Scald, he goes into Toxapex, and he takes about 16. So he's more likely defensive. And I go for the Whirlpool, and I miss. He goes for the Sludge Wave, and I get poisoned. So, here we go. Beginning of the match. We're on turn 2. And I miss my 85% accurate move. And he poisons me with a 10% chance to poison me. So that just tells you it's going to be a long game. Because now the fact that I'm poisoned and my set is revealed, I can't properly trap him. And I'm going to get worn down by Toxic. If I was still Rest, I wouldn't be as worried, but I'm not. I'm Protect. So, nothing I can do about that. So, I missed the Whirlpool. He poisons me with Sludge Wave. So, we continue on. Of course, he's not going to stay in. He's going to go out into Porygon. And, yeah, Whirlpool this to trap it, but I can't properly trap it because I'm poisoned, you know? I'll get worn down too much. So I switch out into Aegislash. He goes for the Thunderbolt, and guess what? I get paralyzed. And I'm like, you cannot be serious. We're on turn 4, and I've already been paralyzed, poisoned, and missed my 85% accurate move. So, that just tells you again what kind of game this is going to be. So I go for he Thunderbolts and crits me. So turn 5, Hax is already building up, but luckily I am able to get the Toxic off on this Porygon, so he will get worn down. And not just that, Aegislash being paralyzed is scary because it's my only Tapu Lele answer, but I can't get burnt now. So he's gonna switch out as I go for, I believe I went for another Toxic, just try to catch something coming in. I get paralyzed. I get paralyzed again. Scalds me, does about 15, does nothing. I go for King Shield to get a little bit of health back, and I get paralyzed again. You can't be serious. So whatever, I go out into my fortress. He taunts me, which is fine. I would have expected taunt anyway. I just Volt Switch out, and I know it's early, but I have to go to Curum. That's the only thing that threatens us out because I'm paralyzed. He goes to Toxapex, takes a Fusion Bolt. Now I could double here. I just don't think it's worth it because he might go Baneful Banter. So I switch this out. I mean, I go for Fusion Bolt again. He's immune. So I switch out into Fortress. I take the Dragon Claw pretty comfortably. I'm at 45. He goes for EQ. It does 32. So that tells me he's Adamant. Which, he could just be high roll timid. But I go for Rocks. Now I go to Politoed, get the rain back up. And he goes into Toxapex. I Scald again. This time I do get the burn, so that's awesome. I can help wear this thing down a little bit easier, but I'm getting worn down by the Toxic. I go for Perish Song as he recovers. Just to try to, you know, make him get out eventually. I go for the Whirlpool. Doesn't do very much. And again, I could protect here, but you look at him getting worn down by Toxic. So I decide I need to keep this. I only have 2 turns left of Rain. He's going to recover again. He's going to Perish next on, so this is going to allow me to double. Now, let me explain this before it even happens. I've got in an Aegis Slash. You've got in a Toxapex that's going to die, so you're either going to let it die, or common sense will tell you to go into the damn Porygon. I can click Shadow Ball, I can click Gyro Ball. Why would you go to Crobat? I just didn't see this coming. And it worked out because I double into my Mega Medicham, and shoot. Now I'm in kind of a shitty position. So of course I'm going to fake out, get the damage, get about 27 off. And then I decide to go ahead and switch out and go into my Kingdra. So I'm like, you know, he's Super Fang and he's Taunt. So he's clearly bulky. He's not like he can't be choice banded, and highly offensive can't afford to take a Gyro Ball from a Fortress to run that set. So clearly he's the bulky set. So I know I can come in with my Kingdra relatively for free. I don't need health on this for any specific reason. He doesn't have priority besides Mach Punch on Hitmontop, which I can eat. Anyway, we get back to the match, and he's got no real switch-ins, so I just click the safe Surf, and yeah, this thing just dies. It's dead. So that's 1 down, and he goes back out to Crobat, and I'm expecting him to recover, so I just get the Rain back up. He kills me. Awesome. So he kills me. He's at about 16%. He can't come back in on rocks. Go back out to Kingdra. Bop. Another one. He goes on Tapu Lele here, which is, I'm like, wait, is he like Assault Vest or something? I literally sat there and thought for a second. I'm like, you know, Aegis Slash checks this, so I'm just gonna go out to Aegis. Wait a minute, he just might not know. So I'm like, screw it. I'm clicking Surf. Get damage on this thing for Kyurem because it's the only thing stopping Kyurem from clicking Outrage. So Surf, gone, just straight gone. He goes out to Porygon, traces my Swift Swim, bop, and he clicks Thunderbolt. I eat that, so it looks like it's going to be a Kingdra sweep. I go ahead, he switches out for some reason I cannot explain. This thing is dead to rocks. So, okay, I click Surf, get about 40% off on it. So yeah, it's gonna be GG here. I click to Surf twice, click it against Garchomp, but of course, I did the calcs. I take 21 to 20. I take 21 max, and due to the fact that this was a crit 29, it tells you it was gonna do about 20, 19-ish, between 19 and 20. But of course, Hacks hadn't had enough with me. I couldn't get the Kingdra sweep. You know, I would have killed this. Still had 2 turns left of Rain. Garchomp dies to Rain Boosted Surf because of the fact that he is adamant. He's not bulky. He's adamant max attack. Or he's jolly max attack. One of the two. But I'll be damned, another form of Axe. Whatever, it doesn't matter because at this point in the game, Kyurem just cleans up. I go out to Kyurem, click Dragon Claw. He clicks Baneful Bunker. It really doesn't matter. I don't have any Rain Sweeper, so stalling here doesn't do him any good. I click Dragon Claw, kill him. He goes up to Garchomp. Now, I don't want this to be like max HP and I get a min roll, so I just go ahead and switch out, sack Aegis Slash. I didn't want to. I wanted to preserve the 3-0, but I just don't like to play risky like that because a crit Earthquake could have killed my Medicham and I would have just lost. So, yep, just play it safe. Sack A / click outrage, and that is the game. He goes out to Porygon, it dies, and we walk away with a 2-0 in one of the most hacky games I have ever played in my entire life. It was so frustrating, but it doesn't matter because my 2 dragons put in work, and we're gonna walk away out here with a 2-0 win, and we go to 4-1 with a 7 differential. Alright, thanks for watching, you guys. Peace.